You know, I was planning on going to Planet Fitness this year, but ever since I heard about this story, I've changed my mind completely because these people have lost their minds, bro. Like, you gonna ban a gym member for exposing this man in women's bathrooms just because he's transgender. Are you serious right now? Now, I've been to the gym last Wednesday, and it was the first time that I've worked out in a long time. And the soreness from my body, from my biceps, are slowly going away. But that's besides the point. LA Fitness, I'm sure they wouldn't stand on this either, but what they're doing is not only disgusting, but it's putting biological women in harm's way. You have the audacity to even try to stop anybody from recording transgender men going in women's bathrooms just because. And I have a big problem with this because, number one, I think you're allowed to be whoever you want to be in life as long as you don't cross those type of boundaries. But this is crossing all types of lines and boundaries, because just because you are a transgender, you're going in women's bathrooms. That does not work like that at all. And this is what happens when people keep voting for the Democrats, and this is what happens when the left goes too far. This is exactly what's going to happen if nothing about this is ever going to change. Something's got to change in this situation, and I'm getting tired of all of this nonsense. Listen, I'm not into politics or anything, but I've seen the damage is done. And this is exactly the problem that people are dealing with. This is why women are boycotting basketball, boxing, swimming, MMA, all because they're allowing transgender people compete in women's sports when they're not even women themselves. And I'm not coming off as transphobic or anything. I'm just speaking actual facts. This is crazy. Planet Fitness has stood by its decision to ban a member who took a picture of a trans woman using a gym's female locker room and confronting them about their presence there. So it's because she did the Lord's work by exposing this dude in women's bathroom. And then the gym had the audacity to actually stand by that decision and protected a predator. What in God's name is going on here, bruh? Sylvia recounted that she approached the trans person and told them they should not be using the same changing room as herself. In a video shared to Facebook, Sylvia recounted the incident and presently misgendered a person. I just came on the Planet Fitness. There is a man shaving in a women's bathroom. And then they're going to use the word misgender. First of all, you're going to be misgender regardless. You're still a man at the end of the day. So I don't understand how come these leftist delusional people are still believing in the fact that they are women, because they claim that they don't have a you-know-what anymore, and yet they still do. I mean, this is the world that we're living in. We are living in this delusional bubble that everybody believes in their own lives, in their own fantasies, who they identify as that's the way it should be from now on. It's like these people have lost sight on who God made them to be. And it's getting to a point where the children are going to end up suffering the same situation. And now all of a sudden it's being taught in schools, elementary schools. Nah, bro, like this. Like the woman had every right to expose the transgender person. Because number one, they had no business going into women's bathrooms or locker rooms, period. Like, are you serious? Bruh. Oh my goodness. I love him in Christ. He's a spiritual being having a human experience. He doesn't like his gender, so he wants to be a woman. But I'm not comfortable with him shaving in my bathroom. I just thought I said out loud. She continued. I looked at him and said, hey. He looked up and said, you are a man shaving in a woman's bathroom. And I'm not okay with that. So I wonder what the quote unquote misgender person is going to respond with. Because anytime when you confront them, they either A, act like nothing has happened, or B, act the fool when confronted. Because the ones that are upset, loud, and are in the wrong are the ones that are in the wrong. So this whole situation is a mess to me, because I don't understand why they are allowing this crap to happen. Now I feel like you are putting all biological females at risk. Next thing you know, it's going to be a report about somebody being raped inside of a gym, or being sexually abused because of a transgender person that y'all allowed. It's sickening. Like, this is a sick world that we're living in. I'm sorry. She alleged the person replied that they were LGBT. No, you're not. You know what? I'm just gonna call it like I see it. You're just a man that is having a midlife crisis. That you don't know who you want to be in life. You just want to be a woman because you let society tell you what you should be. He alleged that the person replied that we are LGBT. As in what, LGBT? I mean, it's okay if you're gay, but if you're using women's bathrooms, that is where I draw the line here. So I kind of agree with the old lady here. No offense. So she said, whatever that is, nevertheless, I told him, you are a man and you are invading my space. So she's coming at him in a mature manner, but I think since the man snitched, I think at some point the LGBT community needs to look at themselves in the mirror and realize, you know what? I may be gay, I may be who I am, but that don't give me the right to go in women's bathrooms and places because I'm this and that. She went on to say she reported the other member to staff on reception. The two men standing at the desk put their hands down and their tails between their legs. As I was walking out the door, at my back, a woman shouts, "It's a girl." I shout her back, "It's a man." So it's because she reported the situation, you double down on this matter and say that it's a girl. Are we pretty much living in this delusional world right now? Because I think these people have not read the Bible or have not been in church their whole lives. So they're just believing in their own nonsense as if a man going inside a woman's restroom is a transgender man. No, if he's transgender, he should be going inside the men's room. So I don't understand why everybody is Joe Biden, this is all your fault. I'm sorry. She said Planet Fitness proceeded to cancel her membership, which the gym company said it was due to her taking photographs inside a locker room, which is prohibited. In a statement, the gym brand, which has more than 250 locations, said "Wisp people might feel uncomfortable with trans folks using the same spaces as them. This discomfort is not a reason to deny access." Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because one, if the person is transgender that is going inside women's restrooms and locker rooms, then they have no business being in it. So what are you talking about? Now I feel like you just try to justify and defend this disgusting behavior, all because she decided to do the Lord's work by exposing everybody in the gym. I mean, I get it. Like, it's prohibited to record and take pictures and snap pictures at people in the locker room, inside the gym or whatever though. But when you see a man going inside a women's restroom, then they have every right to expose them. I'm sorry. Like, I get it. Gym culture is what's ruining people to go in. Well, gym culture is what's ruining and stopping people from going to the gyms in the first place because of stuff like this. But in this situation, this is 100% justifiable by a woman that is reporting the situation. So I am 100% on her side on this. Stop the cap. Policy statement added staff should work with members and employees to address this discomfort and to foster a climate of understanding. In a statement shared with Daily Mail, Planet Fitness said, as the home of the Juggernaut Free Zone, Planet Fitness is committed to creating an exclusive environment. How? How are you gonna create a committed environment when you just completely ruin your own franchise by allowing a man to go inside of women's restrooms that is making biological women uncomfortable? Like, do you not see the dangers of what's gonna happen if a man that is inside of a woman's restrooms? Do you not realize that the possibilities of a woman being raped and abused by some misgender guy that y'all allow inside of a woman's restrooms? You heard what the lady said is that it's making people uncomfortable. Like, are you that stupid to deny the situation? Like, how are you that dumb, Planet Fitness? Our gender identity non-discrimination policy states that members and guests may use the gym. Oh my God, like, really? So now you're just allowing this. I'm disgusted. I mean, y'all can pause the video and read it to yourselves of this part, because this pretty much tells me everything I need to know about Planet Fitness itself.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
I'm disgusted. Like, why? Just why? This is not the first time Planet Fitness has been the center of a locker room storm. In 2019, a man threatened to kill a trans woman who was using the female changing room at Planet Fitness in New Hampshire. Well, maybe that's the reason. If you would have changed your policy of not having biological men, transgender men, change and shave and do whatever crap they're doing inside women's rooms and stuff, then none of this would have happened. And since y'all want to be funny and defend the situation, now everybody, including women that are trying to lose weight, go to the gym and get right, boycott going to Planet Fitness. And men as well, because of your stupid policy. I mean, this is ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. And I'm upset about this because, one, I don't want other females to come out with a story and say that a transgender man did this and that to them, when we all know that deep down that is exactly what's going to happen if things don't change. As a result, the trans woman got injunction against him, which banned him from contacting and coming within 250 feet of the victim, as well as entering the fitness facility. Wow. You can't make this up, bruh. Like, you know what? Listen, I did not want to make this video at all because I'm disgusted by it. But I feel like I needed to make this video because I want y'all to hear my actual frustrations on this situation. I have nothing against LGBT community at all. You know what I'm saying? I think some of y'all are cool, but this right here is making me think otherwise, bruh. I just think that, to me, that this story is gonna make rounds all over social media. And whether Planet Fitness actually makes a change or not, I understand that there will be consequences, there will be some repercussions if this franchise shuts down because of their stupid policies. I get it. Everybody from race, gender is welcome to the gym. I get that. But you have to understand that if a transgender is going inside women's restrooms that is making biological women uncomfortable, then you need to make a change and put up a sign that says, if a trans person going inside a women's restroom, that shouldn't be happening. Or better yet, create a third restroom that can allow a trans person to use a trans people restrooms, instead of them going inside women's restroom because of their transgender. Like, once again, I'm not trying to be transphobic or anything. I'm just speaking actual facts. I'm just disgusted, bro. Like, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Planet Fitness has taken a big L this time. And like I said, I was planning on going to Planet Fitness for the first time, but after what I've just saw and read, they ain't finna happen, bro. That is not finna happen anytime soon. Because if something doesn't change when it comes to these gym policies, then everybody is going to end up working out at home instead of going to the gyms, because this is unacceptable, bro. I mean, this is really unacceptable. Like, you're allowing this mess to continue on. And this is why I've always said that be careful of where you go. If you see any red flags, report it, expose it, let your voice be known, because enough is enough already. The left has gone too far. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. The left has gone too freaking far, bruh. And like I said, I'm cool with some of y'all from the LGBT community. I got some friends, family members that are gay, but I would not think that a place called Planet Fitness would stood this low to allow this mess to happen. I mean, look, I want to hear from y'all, man. Like, what y'all think of the situation? Do you think Planet Fitness took it too far? Do you think that there needs to be a law of any types of gyms that are not like Planet Fitness to make a change? Or do you think they should make a third restroom for the trans people to use, trans women's or men's bathrooms, instead of them going inside biological male and female restrooms and stuff? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below.